good Sunday afternoon from the Huntsville Ice Sports Center here in Huntsville, Alabama. This is College Hockey Sports, College Hockey South Sports on Penalty Box Radio, and brought to you by the Palmer Sports Network. Glad to have you aboard, everybody, as we're here for the championship game for the CHS Veterans Day Cup. What a great weekend it's been. Yesterday we saw in the first game Alabama take on Kennesaw, and Kennesaw beats Alabama 5-3 with an empty netter there at the end. In the second game of that evening, MTSU Blue Raiders play the D3 squad out of the University of Tennessee, and MTSU coming away with a convincing 6-1 victory to advance to the finals. In our consolation game that finished up just prior to this one, Alabama takes on the Ice Vols, and Alabama falls by a score of 7-5?
7-5.
7-5. Alabama up 5-4, and then a couple of penalties there that led to a 5-on-3 that UT took advantage of, went up 6-5, put the insurance goal there at the end, and the University of Tennessee going to come away with the win in the consolation game. This game features I keep saying got to try and stay neutral as much as I can, but features the MTSU Blue Raiders out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, as they will host the Owls of Kennesaw State University out of Kennesaw, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta, for the championship game coming in here. Kennesaw State comes in with an overall record of 4-7-0, with an ACHA Division III record at 4-4. MTSU Blue Raiders coming in at 11-2 with an ACHA record of 8-0. I believe that is correct.
I believe that's right.
Yeah, they played the D2 men's team, which from UT, which would not have counted, along with UNC Wilmington. So MTSU coming into the tournament ranked number 1 in ACHA D3. I believe that Kennesaw coming in at number 15.
24.
24.
Oh.
24. Thank you so much.
I wouldn't just check.
What I do know is that there are a lot of teams from College Hockey South that are ranked in the polls this week. The rankings, I should say, from ACHA. Talking with Coach JJ prior to that, probably going to change a little bit as some more of these teams have played some more difficult squads, and you probably get a few more teams that have some games in it, so you'll see some little bit different rankings. Do want to take a moment to introduce myself. I'm Brady Palmer. I've been the voice of the MTSU Blue Raiders for 5 years, and love to be able to come up and help do some of these games with College Hockey South. Really appreciate what Kyle Nell does to help promote hockey in the South, and we're seeing that the CHS just continues to grow and by leaps and bounds, and not in part due to tournaments such as this. They have about 4 or 5 different tournaments throughout the year, all in different parts of the South. Over here to my right is the president of the MTSU Hockey Club, running the camera and providing a little bit of color. It's Zach Giblin.
Hey, thanks for having me again. Super excited. Top 25 Conference USA matchup here for a championship.
Yeah.
A little preview of a matchup coming to Nashville in a couple weeks, and it's going to be exciting. I'm pumped.
Over to my far left is the man, the myth, the legend. He's the guy that's been with me all season long. It's Lynn Bogle.
Glad to be here, and I saw this Kennesaw team play yesterday, and a little more physical than what we saw in the game that we had with UT, so we're going to have to come out and be smart about how we play physically, stay out of the penalty box.
And directly to my left, he's joining us after picking up the dub with a 6-1 win, is MTSU goaltender Grant Williams.
Yeah, happy to be here. Like Lynn said, I've really been impressed by this Kennesaw State team this year. I mean, you've just seen huge improvements down the line. So I'm really expecting a fun matchup. That team's going to be very hungry tonight.
I will repeat what I said last night, trying to advocate for both sides. We talked about what MTSU needs to do. With Kennesaw State, I think they need to do the same thing that they UT attempted to do yesterday, and they've just got to put the brakes on MTSU's top line. They've combined for over 75 points so far in the season, and any one of them at any point in time can score, and they're going to have to contain that line. But MTSU probably going to do what they did yesterday and just rely on their second, third, and fourth line for production, as they did a great job with that. Getting ready to have our starting lineups. I cannot see number. Oh, now I've got them checked off. Starting for Kennesaw State at left wing, number 47, Reese Legault. At center, number 66, James Kravis. And at right wing, number 96, Will Costin. Defensively, number 42, Joseph Alvarez, and number 14, Bradley Burton. And in goal will be number 1, Nikolai Dunn. And starting for your MTSU Blue Raiders, in goal will be number 47, Aiden Kopech, sophomore from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Defensively, well, let's go offensively as he's skating out now. Number 89, Ethan DeMumbrum. A junior from Brentwood, Tennessee. Number 11, Brendan Ogle, graduate student from Mount Juliet, Tennessee. And his brother, number 86, Kieran Ogle, a graduate student, also from Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Back on the blue line would be number 23, Jacob Placentia, a junior from Franklin, Tennessee. And number 18, Yuli Lima, a graduate student from Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Great crowd in here for this championship game.
Yeah.
Glad to have one of our sponsors that came to watch the game, Eric Clements, coming in today to pick it up, and we're going to have our national anthem. Best tradition in sports in America and across the world of playing in the national anthems. Do want to take a moment, as tomorrow we will celebrate Veterans Day, to take a moment to say how much we appreciate and we honor all of our veterans. One of my favorite veterans, just 2 spaces down from me over here to my left, my father-in-law, who spent some time in the United States Army. My uncle, another guy who spent some time in the United States Army. My grandfather, who served in World War II, along with my dad's uncle, who was a bird colonel, taught in the War College in Virginia. And we all know veterans. We all know people who have fought for our freedom, and we appreciate them so much. And a great way to honor them by coming out here to play God's greatest sport known to man.
Absolutely.
And we are ready to get underway.
Excited for this one.
Face-off win by Kennesaw State. They will clear it back deep into the MTSU zone, where Lima will kick it back up to the wing there. Lima gets it back, does finally chip it out, gets it to Ethan DeMumbrum. DeMumbrum sends it up the middle. Going to be picked up by Will Costin. Costin looking. Sends it cross ice to his partner, Kravis. Kravis, clean entry in, sends it straight across through the slot. Nobody home, and Kieran Ogle wants to skate. Got his whole line coming with him. Tries to chip it up for brother Brendo. Kicks back into the neutral zone. Placentia will throw it in deep. MTSU going to get wholesale changes. Ogle still working down low. So puck comes back around. Chunchikov coming down, working. Puck sent across the ice, up the middle. Hayden Ratliff unable to get a clean entry. Tommy Chunchikov comes in, drops it over Siciliano. Palmer picks up, takes a shot, and Palmer scores! Just 100% great effort there as Tommy Chunchikov picks it up on the wall, takes a hard hit, but manages to get it over to Siciliano. Siciliano also takes a hard hit, but drops it back. Palmer with a quick shot fires, and MTSU on top early at 1 minute and 16 seconds.
You talk about take a hit to make a play. You had two guys. Chunchikov took a body right in front, but that delivered the puck right to Siciliano, who was able to deliver the puck right for Palmer, who fired it past the goaltender. Done. That's a 1-0 MTSU lead.
And that's the way you want to get things started. Puck sent forward, Palmer drops it back for Siciliano. Ratliff takes a shot in, deflected by Siciliano, good save by Dunn. Over the near side, that's Chris Scott. Chris Scott sends it way up, pulls out his chipping, or his 9-iron, I should say. Deep into the MTSU zone as they attempt to break it out. Play broken up there by 59, Liam Grogan. Correction, 58, Nicholas Pecora. TSU getting fresh legs as they dump it in. As Owls dump it in, I should say. Pecora sends the puck up. Deflected, shot taken. Knocked down, good look there by Hudson Bashkin. Now Pecora, boy, he's been pesky this shift.
I was going to say, this Kennesaw State forecheck has been pretty relentless. See multiple pucks get knocked down, even there in the neutral zone.
Battling down in the corner. Puck comes up, picked up. That's going to be Keenan Rosas. That 0 on his jersey looks a lot like an 8, and I cannot figure out who 28 is.
Some of these numbers do look different than what they are. I had a hard time last night trying to decipher who was who sometimes.
Yeah, the jerseys look amazing. Ribeiro did a great job.
Courtesy of Morgan Brooks, guy who's doing the PA right now. Did a good job on the jerseys this year.
That's who that was. I saw him out there talking to Kyle, and I'm like, I recognize that guy. It's Morgan.
Yep.
Good to see him.
Yeah, he got a job with Ribeiro earlier this year, I believe, and he's been liking it.
Well, good for him. Played a couple of years in youth hockey with Morgan.
Yep. Played with Linden. He just graduated from Bama. He played a few years there as well.
Yes, he did. Puck brought in Will Costin. Gets his pocket pick chipped up. Now Rosas.
Oh.
Rosas with a nifty little move. Drops it back for Lima. Lima will bring it back to the blue line. Sends it deep. Gets all the way through where Landers will pick it up. Drops it back for DeMumbrum. DeMumbrum back to Placentia on the blue line. Placentia throws it in. Goes off of the leg of number 13, Ty Johnston. Great heads-up play there by Nikolai Dunn. And icing going to be whistled.
One of the things I noticed from Kennesaw and watching them yesterday, Dunn gives up a lot of rebounds, so if we can get out in front, opportunities for the Blue Raiders.
Crash the net.
Throw that thing in low and crash the net, exactly.
Absolutely.
Dunn had a really solid performance yesterday. He's a really good young goalie.
Oh,
Nothing he could do there, though.
face-off win there as DeMumbrum going to chip it over. That is going to be, is that 86? That's Kieran Ogle.
Call a little broadcaster jinx from Gibby there.
Dunner, I'm so sorry.
There's nothing he could really do there. I mean, that was just a great play off the face-off. The defense really didn't react in time for the play. Not quite sure who had the pass over, but it was it DeMumbrum?
I think it was DeMumbrum, yes.
It was a beautiful pass.
Goal at 4 minutes and 11 seconds into the first period, and MTSU with a 2-0 lead just like that. It's good to see Kieran Ogle finally starting to open up a little bit if you're an MTSU fan. Struggled to find his legs. And had a goal yesterday, had a goal today. Some other players really starting to pick it up. J.J. Landers with his third goal of the season in as many games. And icing going to be whistled.
Talked to Landers before this game. I'm going to try to get some more games scheduled down there in Alabama. So
Yeah, he feels good down here.
Glad to have everybody listening in. Love to have you chime in on the feed. Chris and CJ, as always, watching from Lebanon. Glad to have that young man watching with us. And as always, my buddy John Bruhalski hanging out in Millbury, Ohio, just outside of Toledo. Still got one pack of my Tony Paco hot dogs, and I'm waiting for the right moment to eat those. They'll be coming soon.
Is there a wrong moment to eat hot dogs?
You know what? These things, they're really. It's hard to really call them a hot dog. They're just more like sausages.
Really?
They're fantastic.
What are they? Pacos?
Tony Pacos. It's
Pacos.
They're Hungarian. It's a thing that I picked up because I'm a big MASH fan, and Klinger was from Toledo, and he talked a lot about Tony Pacos and their hot dogs. Face off.
A little bit too
quick play up the side as Tommy Chunchkov had Lyndon Palmer tried to hit him, just threw it just a little bit in front of him, and Palmer unable to complete the one time.
A little too much mustard on that pass.
Yeah. But good looks, and that's what you want to see.
Absolutely.
Take those opportunities. That should be icing, and it will be.
Sorry, go ahead. Whoever? Nope.
I
was gonna say, MT's been doing a good job. I mean, this hasn't really been as much of a problem this year, but they're not really playing down to their competition. And obviously, Kennesaw State is a better team than they were last year. But we've seen in the past where MT kind of will play down to their competition. Here, they started quick, 2 goals on 6 shots, and they're just getting good looks left and right.
One thing that's very different about MT this year, too, is just the hunger that they have for not just the conference championship, but the Natty.
They know it's at stake, and everybody knows they have the talent to contribute in their own way.
And it's been good to see how the squad has kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Evolved as they have they were really kind of struggling to find some cohesiveness and find their identity, and finally the referee allowing Hayden to freeze the puck there. Yeah, it seemed like we found our identity and found our roles, and players seem to be a little bit more comfortable in those.
Right. Everybody's just kind of playing as they should. Nobody's really trying to play hero ball, trying to do it themselves. Nobody's playing selfish hockey, moving the puck around well, and everybody's, like you said, just playing their role, which is, I think, the most important thing in hockey. Obviously, skill and power is on top, but playing your role, being a role player, is super important.
Lyndon, in his college hockey mouth interview, talked about trusting your. One of the most important lessons he's learned as being a captain and president of the squad was trusting your teammates.
Yeah,
hockey is a huge trust game, knowing that your players are going to be there where they need to be. And we talked about that, and we're seeing that play out and pay off.
I think a lot of these young players think, I'm third line, I'm fourth line, I'm not that good. And no, it's your role. It's for depth, and it's your role player. And I think a lot of these MT guys have kind of realized that and settled in the past couple of years.
Icing whistled. I think you're exactly right. And if you have a hockey team with the depth that you have on the third and fourth lines, like we do, I think that you're automatically feeling good about what's going on.
Gives you some sort of sense of security in a way.
What's incredible about this team this year, too, is it's not even a buy-in from the 20 guys that are dressing. It's a buy-in from all 30 guys that are a part of this program. Even guys who know that they're not getting in a single game this year still show up every single day, work hard, do what they're supposed to help the guys get ready for every game, filling up water bottles, getting sticks, get whatever needs to be done. And top to bottom, it's super special and super awesome to watch.
It is. It's really the little things that gets everything done.
That's been the one thing that has impressed me is the guys that do understand their role, that they're in that position where they're just not going to have any time on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
There's no complaint.
Mm-mm.
They
know.
They get it.
They know.
It doesn't hurt to have a couple of good goalies too.
Yeah, exactly right. And that's a great example. Ashton Pogue has yet to see the ice so far, and he's dressed out for last night's and tonight's game, and I'm glad to see that for sure. But I don't know if Ashton's going to see much time on the ice this year. Maybe during the Austin Peay series, possibly.
He's kept his spirits high.
Yeah.
And I've been in that position before, and it's tough. You're hungry. You want to get out on the ice. But he's been patient, and he's kept his spirits high, and I've been really impressed by Poger. And he's a really solid goalie. Once he gets his time, he's going to shine really hard, and I'm excited to see it.
Puck being moved around nicely by MTSU. Up the middle, sends it over to the wing where Placentia's there, who sends it down low. Swept back deep by Brendan Ogle. Down in the corner, working the puck. Squirts back out. Back in the neutral zone. Lima will have to pull it back. Sends it up for DeMumbrum. DeMumbrum across for Lima. Lima shot taken, goes wide left.
Good body.
And we talked about it yesterday, and when Lynn mentioned about the physicality of this team, that's been one thing I think that's also helped this team a lot is their ability to shift playing styles. A lot of times teams just have one style that they know how to play. They go out there and they play very physically, or they play with a lot of skill and a lot of speed. MTSU kind of able to do either, depending on the opponent that they have.
You really see it all. I mean, we talk about the lines. I think each line kind of has their different. You see a speed line, a skill line, and you see some power lines. And, sometimes we'll mix it up, put them all together, and it really creates a deadly combination.
Drop back. Puck sent across the middle. Gets deflected. Will Cranston in the corner. Throws it out. Knocked down by Aiden Suss, and they're going to call that a high stick.
Whew. I'm glad they did.
Yeah. I think their captain, Kravis, saying the same thing to Aiden Suss, because I think he was off to the races had he not have touched that puck. 10 minutes, 50 seconds remain. MTSU on top. 2-0. Goals by Lyndon Palmer and then Kieran Ogle. That tells the story of the game so far. Aiden Suss working. That's one of those that should have been a trip, not going to get called. But Aiden Suss, lucky that worked out the way that it did. Toe drag back. Oh, great opportunity as Will Costin had a great scoring opportunity, unable to cash in. But Aiden Suss sitting there kind of on his heels. Got to move your feet. Not a criticism, just a fact. I love the way Aiden plays.
He's a really good defender, and I've seen Aiden play for a while, and now he's always been a very solid defender. But I mean, I'm just seeing his development. He's just gotten even better each year.
What impresses me so much about his play is whenever he's able to take one of the forecheckers one-on-one, stay low, use his core, and he's able to push him off and work him just by his skating ability.
He's Cale Makar.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
He's number 8 defenseman and goes coast to coast. It's Cale Makar.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong.
Cale McSuss.
Cale McSuss.
And that's going to be a hand pass. Whistled right there in the neutral zone. Good heads-up call by the linesman.
9:38 remaining in this opening period. Blue Raiders on top 2-0 if you're just joining us.
Quick shout out to Scott here on Kennesaw State rocking an Easton stick. That is one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Haven't seen that in probably 15
Oh my
years.
goodness. I didn't even thought about it. They don't even make sticks anymore, do they?
Not in a minute.
That's
I love
crazy.
it. That's so awesome.
How in the world do you still have an Easton stick?
Not to be confused with the quarterback.
Well, yeah. Boy, good heads-up play there by Smitty as he just held his ground. Neutralized Chris Scott as we were just talking about him.
Call another hand pass.
So correct me if I'm wrong. You can. I thought there was no hand passes if you're in your defensive zone, or they didn't call that.
I'm gonna be honest. League by league rule. I'm getting lost in the sauce a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Boy, good look there as Anthony Papinetti had Rogers coming right in the middle of the line. Rogers with a great one-timer there. Good heads-up play by Papinetti to find that.
Great save by Dunn.
Smitty getting work down there low on the boards. Going to squirt out there with Papinetti. Papinetti tries to kick it up looking for Asa Rogers. Rogers going to throw it in deep. And that should be icing, and they do whistle it.
What a phenomenal save by Dunner there.
That was
great play by Papinetti
crazy.
and by Rogers. And unfortunately just got beat.
Great
not
reaction.
much more we could have done there.
Great reaction with the blocker.
And that was a fast play.
It was. It's unexpected.
Completely just reactionary save there by Dunn. And starting to see Kennesaw apply a little bit more pressure to the MTSU goal. Lynn said it many times, like to see him playing a little bit more down on the other end. But hats off to Kennesaw.
Just keep that forecheck relentless. They've created a few turnovers off that already from what I've noticed.
Kravis up through the red line. Kicked up. Now here comes Rosas. Rosas shot taken. Good save there by Dunn as that goes right into his breadbasket. We get a stoppage at 7:41. When I say that, they're running the clock.
A couple seconds won't hurt.
Yeah, we'll see if they make him put it back on.
Looks like they might.
Yeah, he's coming over to talk to him, so yeah.
Morgan's got to be better there.
That's not him.
7:41 going to go back on the clock.
Save.
Shot taken. They say a big rebound. We talked about taking out rebounds, and that's going to be Asa Rogers going to come in and get number 3.
That'd be Yuli Lima.
No, that is Lima. My bad.
The Vanilla Gorilla as he's done his gorilla celebration.
The Vanilla Gorilla. That's fantastic.
When you talk about the rebounds, though, I mean, that was a rebound right in front, but I feel as if Kennesaw State's defense has got to do a little better job of reacting to that, and because Yulee came out from the blue line pretty much, and there was time for that puck to get cleared out, and they just did not react, and Yulee just banged it home.
That's a perfectly set play that is designed to do exactly that.
It's true.
Those Blue Raiders knew exactly what they were doing the second that puck was dropped.
So the defensive line going to get credit for that goal as Lima with the goal and Placentia with the assist.
Wow.
Landers picking up the secondary as well.
Oh, did they give it to secondary Landers? I did not hear. The PA system is so quiet here.
It is a little quiet.
Well, Landers, 4 points in 4 games. Point of game players, or you got to love it.
Alabama man.
We need him to continue it next week if he's going to prove that this is going to be. He's going to be able to do it at home as well.
Well, he's got the taste of it, and I think maybe that'll
help.
Yeah.
Landers is such a veteran. He knows exactly what he needs to do at all times, and I think getting that monkey off his back last weekend was huge for him.
Boy, bad play there by Lima as he tries to pass it up and it comes off his stick very anemically. Scott picks it up, gets a shot on Lima as he skates over to the bench, tapping his chest, saying, "My bad, fellas."
Yeah, he knows. That's not a play he makes often. He's normally good about getting the puck out of the zone when there's pressure. But he knows he's got to be a little better on that, and I'm sure he'll fix it up.
Well, I mean, you know, in the end, and even when it comes to the pros, you got to remember that these are kids, these are humans.
Right.
You're going to make mistakes,
Yeah.
heaven's sakes. Hopefully it doesn't lead to, you know, disaster, but even if it does, you just got to kind of be frustrated but understand they're kids and you move along.
I think he'd be a little harder on himself had he not just scored as well.
Oh my stars. Kieran Ogle lined up just to the right of the slot, takes the pass, and Dunn just flashes the leather. That was crazy
That was
quick.
insane.
Look what I found. Was that a look at?
Little case, look what I found.
It might have been.
Wow.
Good play.
Both sides. Starting to see more pressure now from MTSU down on the Kennesaw State goal.
Good play there. Good look, rather.
Got Ogle hanging out in front of it, and Dunner kind of washing him a little bit with his glove and then putting a stick underneath his skate.
Having a little fun.
16-6 in the shot.
It is nice having shots up on the scoreboard. I think that the whoever's keeping up with shots is a little bit generous.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. But it makes the goalies look better,
Hey,
doesn't
I don't
it?
mind it. Good pass.
Ogle, shot taken. Nice
Save.
save there by Dunn. Right at the 5-minute mark left in the first period.
Hey, as much as we've talked about the players on the ice, I look at the stands, I see a lot of blue.
There's a lot of blue. A lot of blue on this left side and the right side, actually.
Yeah. Great turnout to support the Blue Raiders.
Not sure where all the yellow is.
They're here. They're wearing black. They're not wearing yellow.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We've won them over.
I do love these yellow Kennesaw State jerseys.
I do
They're
too.
very
Yeah.
sharp.
They're sweet.
Well, you know me in black and gold.
Yeah.
Not a black and gold fan right at this very moment.
No.
but I think a black and gold, very gritty win for the University of Tennessee, wearing their black and gold-colored military-style jerseys in the first game. Mentioned it in the opening. They were down 5-4 and came back with a 7-5 win. Just very gritty for that club.
It was a very, very entertaining game. Back and forth. The whole time, really.
Yeah. Back up top, Alvarez going to try to activate forward. Gets sent over for Tommy Chunchikov. Good play there by Burton to break the play up. Sent it down deep. And icing going to be waved as Reese Legault turned on the afterburners and got there first. Tommy Chunchikov just going to finally throw that thing in as Lyndon Palmer, not paying real close attention, got way deep into the zone. Now Siciliano coming up on the wing, takes a shot, goes through the slot, far side. Where Legault will send it across looking for Scott. Play broken up there by Lima, thrown in by Rogers. Offsides being a touch up, and TSU lucky that we didn't turn the puck over more egregiously.
Goodness. Struggling to get the puck out right now. I'm not quite sure what's happening with the puck on the sticks here.
This Kennesaw State forecheck does not give up.
I've been
They put
telling
a
you,
lot
man.
of pressure.
It's relentless. May need to blow this dub. Nope.
Puck going to come out, swept around to the near side. Picking up going to be Christian Souza. Souza, name I remember from, I believe from Cumming, Georgia. as he would have played with the Ice Bandits, I believe.
2:30 to go in the first period.
Today, a little bittersweet moment for me. Probably the last game that I'm ever going to see.
Save.
Oh, good save there, exactly. Got a rebound. Nice job. Who was it that picked that up? Waiting for him to turn. I can get a jersey. Number, I think that's 19, Ashton Nolte.
Looks like it.
Yeah. I was mentioning, played a lot of hockey on these two rinks, spent a lot of time, a lot of money. In fact, this is the place where I bought my hockey skates. And
Trip.
and
Got that
we got it, yeah. And likely going to be the very last game I'm going to see here. So
This is bittersweet. There's a lot of fun memories at this rink growing up. Youth hockey, a lot of tournaments here. It's a fun rink. Not too bad of a drive either from where we stay.
And you know, it's such a nicer facility now. The city dumped several $1 million into this place, and
nice.
Really did a nice job.
Got a new sheet on the way.
Yeah,
Really?
I saw that. I thought that's what that was, and I have a feeling I think they're planning on it being a lot more arena style.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
From what I've heard, it'll be stadium style seating, but.
Oh, good tip.
Siciliano with a shot back from the blue line. Tipped by Ogle, comes across far side to Palmer. Palmer with a shot, deflected up. Chunchikov down low, being pesky. Puck still bouncing around, kicks out, comes up top, and the referee gonna blow us dead.
Hand pass? I missed that. I didn't see it.
I don't know, but they're taking it out of the zone.
Huh. All right.
It couldn't have been a hand pass, I don't think. Well,
I saw the
don't
ref
know.
make that motion,
Oh,
but
did
I
he?
don't. Yeah, I don't.
Huh.
I didn't see the hand pass.
He might have just in the pile there on the scramble.
Maybe. Yeah.
Minute 32 seconds remain to the penalty on Christian Souza. As MTSU's first power play line out here working. Up for Matt Siciliano. Siciliano wants to wrap it around. Comes back around behind the net. Comes back up top. Sends it across from DeMumbrum. DeMumbrum back up top for Siciliano. Siciliano winds up. Takes the clapper. Doesn't find the net. Comes over to Mums. Mums takes the wrister. Palmer going to pick it up. Throws it up the middle. Looking for the redirect. It did get redirected. Unfortunately not on net. Kicked in. Boy, what a great pass by Mums to play the wall perfectly and hit Chooch. Shot taken. A couple of deflections down low.
Some good looks there by that top line, just unable to find the back of the net.
Going to clear out and get some fresh legs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yuli again.
Kieran Ogle hits Brendo right up the middle, who then passes it over to Yuli and MTSU with a power play goal on top. 4-0.
Very impressed this weekend with the passing.
Yeah, very much so. That was a great play. And, it was a 3-on-1, but we've seen some 3-on-1s in the past where the puck kind of, rolls over a stick or whatnot. That was just a beautiful passing play by all three guys.
Reminds me a lot of that first goal yesterday from Tommy that, I quote, he said, that was the easiest goal I've ever scored in my life because of the setup of his line mates and incredible passing.
They make it easy for sure.
And that's one thing that I think has really improved this season, just even from the first game, is just a lot more puck movement.
Ooh.
And I believe that's where, playing with your line mates builds that trust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
Go ahead.
we talked about trust earlier, and I think that's just a big thing, being able to trust where your teammates are, just knowing where they are without even really looking. Just kind of know. You just have that in the back of your mind. It's huge.
Final seconds ticking off of the clock, and that'll be the end of the first period. MTSU with a convincing lead.
Solid. I think maybe one of the best periods of the year.
It was a very good period.
So far, when I look at the score sheet, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't ever do that again. 4 points, 9 guys on the score sheets.
Holy.
So 4 goals, 9 guys on the score sheet. So just a great team effort by MTSU. And don't want to take anything away from Kennesaw State. They have been pesky, and we've talked about their forecheck throughout this entire game, and they're doing the right things. They keep it up, and they're going to find the back of the net, much to the chagrin of the 4 broadcasters up here. But I think that Kennesaw State squad, definitely a quality program watching them out there. So we're going to take about a 12-minute break here as we go to intermission. We're going to get ice cut, maybe refreshing our Cokes and get a snack and be ready for second period action here in about a dozen minutes on the College Hockey South YouTube channel. We welcome you back to the Huntsville Ice Sports Center in Huntsville, Alabama for the College Hockey South Veterans Cup Finals, which featured the Owls of Kennesaw State University being hosted by the MTSU Blue Raiders out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. MTSU coming out of the locker room with a 4-0 lead. Goals in the first period being provided by Lyndon Palmer, Kieran Ogle, and 2 by Yuli Lima. We were just discussing it during the intermission, the most perfect nickname that could be the Vanilla Gorilla. It just
I'm not even sure who came up with it.
I think he did.
I was going to say,
think he came up with
JJ
it.
was asking me in the locker room, he said, does anybody ever call him that, or did he make that up for himself? And, yeah, I think he may have made that up for himself. It does fit, though.
Oh, it's perfect. I mean, you know, nothing against Yuli, but he's kind of built like one.
Yes. He is.
Y'all are so bad.
No, he named himself the Vanilla Gorilla.
I will take a player built like that playing defense any day. I have no issue with that at all.
Me either. Fine by me. Ooh.
Shot taken there by Ethan DeMumbrum. Chip back in by Placentia. Be picked up by the Owls by Bradley Burton.
Ooh.
Puck deflected up the middle, had a scoring opportunity as Keenan Rosas tried to put the puck on net. Now swept back out in the neutral zone by Lima. Clean entry in, gets kicked back out. And now Placentia going to throw it in, and MTSU will chase. Going to back off and set up their defense. MTSU loves to run this 1-3-1 coming into the neutral zone to stop the breakout. Shot taken, goes wide. Bounces back out. Now Kravis sends it over to the near side to Costin. Puck swept around where Lima will pick it up behind the net. Lima reverses. Got Placentia on the corner. Lima going to pick it up. Kicks it up looking for Rogers. Just a little bit in front of him, and Bradley Burton will tap it over to partner Alvarez. Alvarez back over to Scott. Trying to figure out how Scott's stick could last so long. I mean, shot taken by Matt Siciliano goes off the crossbar and up into the rafters. Linden will break 4 or 5 sticks a year. How in the world are you still playing with an Easton stick that hasn't been manufactured in, 5, 7, 8 years?
Surely had to find that on sideline swap or somewhere. There's no way he's been using it this entire time. I love it, though.
Yuli's broken, 4 sticks already this year? 4 or 5? He's broken a lot already.
I went and checked with Yuli, so these are Yuli's first 2 goals of this season. He had no goals last season. He did score the year before, so this is his first goals in 2 years.
Okay, yeah, because he came in second half of the season 2 years ago.
Correct.
Okay.
And he's not scored since, so super pumped for him to find the back of the net. And kind of like Landers getting that monkey off his back and hopefully leads to more.
One thing that has been a little bit different as icing going to be whistled against MTSU is always had a much stronger defensive scoring presence on this club than we've had this year. I think about Anthony Bannis, who really has been pretty quiet all year long.
Found the back of the net yesterday.
Yeah, well, this is true. But, you know, Anthony was one of those guys that he was probably close to a point a game last year.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Good pickoff there by Christian Souza. Souza with the shot, bouncing around, good save.
Numbers here, possibly.
Now Chunchikov coming with Palmer over to Lyndon Palmer. Palmer takes a shot. Boy, nice stick save there by Dunn. Good look by Tommy Chunchikov to pick Palmer up coming up the far slot. Palmer with a clapper.
Ouch!
Oh, my goodness, that did not feel good as Nolte took that one, but he's staying in the play.
Props to him.
Man, saw the rush there as Jeffrey Thomas coming in, and now MTSU is going to be on a power play, on a penalty kill, I should say.
We've seen that call several times in this tournament where a player loses his skates. I didn't see a trip.
It was, I mean, I think he did get his stick in there, but I don't think it was really enough. I think it was more the player losing his footing. Yeah, it wasn't much there.
So Matt Siciliano going to grab 2 in the box. The first penalty for MTSU.
Let's see if the Owls can get some momentum here and make this start getting rolling to get back in this.
MTSU looking to try and maybe see if they can get a shorty. Being very aggressive on the PK so far. Now Kennesaw State looking for the rush.
This PK has been pretty good all year. I'm not sure the exact percentage, but I know, when I'm in there, they make it pretty easy for me to see the pucks. And honestly, I don't feel like a lot of shots. I don't want to jinx anything, but okay, I'm just going to stop talking. I'm going to stop talking.
Legault saw Ralston coming right up the slot. Nice look there. Good save there by MTSU goaltender. Another shot taken from over in the circle. Bounces around as Kravis will send it back down. Comes back down into the wing. Legault back up top for Kravis. Kravis shot taken, blocked by Kieran Ogle. Now Kravis going to circle back around and wait for an opportunity to set it up. Breakout, clean entry. Scott sends it straight through the crease. Nobody there. Sent back around deep by Foster. Now Chunchikov going to send it way deep and clear it out as 35 seconds remain on the penalty.
Oh.
Whoa.
And Tommy Chunchikov, great job, strong on the stick. Seeing an opportunity to come up and nothing else, just kill more time. Puck chipped by Foster down deep for Ronson, going to go for icing, and it'll come all the way back into the Owl zone with 15-16 remaining on the game clock, 18 seconds remaining to the penalty on Matt Siciliano. Glad to have you aboard for this championship game, College Hockey South Veterans Cup. Defending champion Alabama ousted in the game last night as they played Kennesaw State. So, opportunity, I think, for both of these teams to be the first time winners of this tournament. Lima circles it around. Off the boards, chipped up by Placentia. Tipped in. Good play there by Rosas. Just led him a little bit too much. Now Rosas, clean entry. Sends it across. Hayden Suss going to chip it down. Got a little crossed up there. Had a good look. Now knocked down by Placentia. Placentia going to send it deep, and that's going to be icing.
I think he was expecting Rosas to maybe stay there, and he just cut to the middle last second. Little miscommunication. It happens.
During all the discussion there, Matt Siciliano out of the penalty box, and MTSU's PK remains perfect this weekend. Hope I didn't jinx us there. We've been doing a lot of that today.
Yeah, we have.
Keenan Rosas takes the face-off from Ogle. Nice pass over for DeMumbrum, I believe that is. Now Smith takes a shot. Blocker save. Sent over to the near side. Brendan Ogle working on the boards. Rosas coming in with him. Ogle turnaround shot.
Ooh, good stick.
Kennesaw State doing everything they can, finally able to clear the puck out. Starting to put bodies on players, and I think that's something that Kennesaw State's going to have to do, ratchet up the physicality,
for sure.
Try and slow down this MTSU offense.
It's one of the things that we saw with their forecheck, and you see it right there, hit on Suss. It's one of the ways that they're able to kind of stay in this game, and they've done a very good job of it this period, not really letting MT do much in the offensive zone by staying physical on them.
Turnaround shot there by Kravis. Easy save by Kopech. Puck going to come back in deep as Bashkin going to throw it around. Smitty will get to the lines first. And that'll be icing as it comes all the way back into the Kennesaw State zone. Clock still running down there.
Well, you got to get home sometime.
I've noticed they haven't really added shots, I think, this whole period as well.
Yeah.
Maybe one, but, you know.
See what they decide, the officials.
Kind of interesting looking at the Kennesaw roster. Every player on their roster from the state of Georgia.
Huh.
That is true, yes.
Wow.
So you're going to add 6 seconds to it, which is 6 seconds less than what I had on my clock. Drew Myers out there working the puck. Papinetti going to send it in deep. Myers giving chase along with Rogers. Souza sends it around. Kicks it around for Kravis. Kravis on the boards. Softly chips it into the neutral zone. Papinetti. That's going to circles back around. Schenk going to chip it up off the boards. Myers sweeping it in deep. He'll skate over for a change. Souza sends around for Bashkin, gets through, comes to the near side over here for Ronson. Coming in, Anthony Banis. Now Landers over for Yesnak. Ronson working against Rogers. Now down on the boards, kick down low. Souza battling against Landers. Back up for Ronson. Ronson kicks it up off the boards, trying to hit Scott. Schenk going to pick that up. Scott dislodges the puck, stays with it, throws it up the middle, nobody home. MTSU ready to go the other direction, leads him a little bit too far. And now, Anthony Banis takes a shot right off of that. I think that went right off the noggin of the goaltender. You see him grabbing his head. He's you need to take a second and make sure that he's okay. That clapper right there had some serious MPHs on it.
You know, and anytime it's a clapper from Banis, everybody just wants to kind of get out of the way. His windup is even scary, just looking at that.
And that's the Banis I'm used to seeing.
Yeah.
Lima, another shot taken. Just about, look at it. It's going to be rebounded in as Larson Smith will take the rebound, bounces it off the back of Nikolai Dunn, and MTSU gets their 5th goal of the game, first the second period.
I believe that was Kieran Ogle. It's
Kieran Ogle?
The 8 does look like I thought it was a 16 at first as well. Yeah.
Darn it, I was really hoping that'd be Larson. Happy for Kieran, don't get me wrong.
Would have been a nice defensive show out. I believe Yulee did get a point or an assist on that as well. So
would think so. That goal at 8 minutes and 53 seconds. Jackson says Bauer has started selling their sticks wrapped in retro Easton designs.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Glad Jackson's listening in. Joined us yesterday, did a great job for us, and was planning on being up here today, but I believe a member of his party came down with the vapors and decided to head on back to the Nashville area.
On that last goal, it looked like he actually banked it off of Dunn's pad.
Yeah.
He was below the goal line. Actually just banked it off of Dunn's pad. Unfortunate bounce. I've had that happen once or twice. Not fun.
Well, I think that was by design. I think Kieran knew exactly what he was doing there. As Donovan Yesnak sends it across for Landers. Interesting seeing JJ mixing these lines up again. As he's got Landers out playing with Yesnak and, he's got Ogle out there playing Yesnak and Landers.
I thought he might shake it up, try a few new things. A little bit of a comfortable lead.
Absolutely.
You don't want to, obviously get too lenient. Anything can happen.
But these are opportunities to,
just like that.
Yeah. These are opportunities to try new things out and
For sure.
see how things work. And so far, Landers and Ogle and Lima accounting for 4 of our 5 goals,
Crazy.
2 apiece. So whatever they're doing, it seems to be working.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Puck chipped in deep as we're past the halfway mark here in second period. My broadcast partner on the far end's awful quiet over there.
He's locked into the game.
I'm a man of few words.
That may be the most inaccurate thing I've ever heard said.
That's like taking a fork away from you.
Palmer working down low with Chooch.
Look.
Chooch sends it up top. Shot taken by Ratliff. Stick save over to the near side. Thrown in by Aiden Suss. Kick back out. And now Jeffrey Thomas throws it in deep. Coming back the other direction, here comes Suss. Suss has got Chooch with him, drops it back for Tommy. Squirts out the middle where Ratliff will throw it in deep. MTSU touches up and gets fresh legs. Seeing Matt Siciliano out skating with DeMumbrum and Rosas now. So members from the first, second, and third line all out here right now. Puck bouncing around and then covered up by Dunn, wisely so.
Scary bounce in front for the Owls there. It's a smart cover by Dunn.
Hearing that song reminds me we went to the second round, first game of the second round of the NHL playoffs for the first time the Preds ever made the second round, and Charlie Daniels played from the bandstand and played that song. The place erupted.
That's crazy.
I think it was like 106 decibels in there. After he finished playing it, it was
my goodness,
incredible.
I didn't know he actually played that in Nashville, like at a game.
Yeah. It was amazing. Played the Phoenix Coyotes.
He was also a guy that supported our veterans quite heavily.
Oh my goodness, absolutely.
I'll have to find that. I'm sure there's a video of that somewhere. I'll have to find that out.
Puck chipped way down by Ty Johnson. Now sent back up.
Good pass.
Cross ice over for DeMumbrum. Now Anthony Banis sends it up. Looking for Rosas. Rosas sends it up the middle. Had a DeMumbrum coming down the middle. Tried to tip it in.
Good clear there. It's a beautiful clear. I think Owls get a full change. They needed that too. Nice move.
Rosas, great move. Is Nicholas Pecora had a target on Keelan Rosas' head.
Tell you what, Rosas is one of the shiftiest players I've ever seen. I grew up playing with him back at A-Game Admirals, and he was always fast and shifty, but just now seeing the development, and he's played high-level hockey, so he knows his way around the ice.
Spent several years with the TPH program I believe in Indiana.
Yeah, I believe so.
Papinetti takes the face-off win, throws it in. Good save there by Dunn.
Rosas is one of those guys that I'm just a little bit too old to know him growing up. Really didn't know him at all and had no idea what we were getting into. Him walking in here, and he's just lights out.
He's a beauty.
Yeah. One of those great gets for MTSU. Just a huge depth piece to be added.
He's a great guy, too.
Yeah. Got to meet his grandparents and found out that my father-in-law has a deep connection with Cumberland University, and believe that his parents, his father or uncle or somebody played baseball for Cumberland, and would have been on I believe he was on one of the championship teams that Lynn would have broadcast.
Would have probably been the 2010 team.
I believe that is correct.
Good stick.
I want to take a moment and just brag on my broadcast partner over here. Lynn Bogle, nominated in 2004 for Tennessee Sports Call of the Year against Mike Keith. And
that was a fair fight.
And Mike Keith won the award, as you might imagine, but if I remember right, he very graciously came over and spoke to Lynn and said, "Really, you deserve this." Easy to say that when you just won an award, but
Right.
He didn't give me the trophy
but still nice to be recognized.
for sure.
Good play there.
And it was a great call. The story behind it's fantastic. Won't bore you with that at this time. That comes in and then covered up by Kopak. May not be bore. I shouldn't say bore you with it. It's a long story. And
We won't talk about that. I'd rather talk about this Blue Raider hockey team. 31-8 in the shots.
Yeah, really dominating on the shot department. Dunner's been doing his part, I will say. Maybe he might want a couple of those back, but like I think we mentioned, defense maybe need to step it up a little bit, tighten, and I think they have this period. I think they've really tightened some things up. Definitely talked about it in the locker room. But I think they've really evened it out a little more this period.
certainly has. And
good
what an
save.
amazing save is the shot from Donovan Yesnak. Great leg stretch and a pad save. Yesnak picks up his own rebound and then sends it just a little bit high. But, boy, we talked about how Dunn has played, and that right there is an excellent testament to it.
We've seen 2 or 3 of those desperation saves that he's made. Just outstanding athletic ability by Dunn there.
Woo. Now Kieran Ogle, take a shot, big rebound there. That's one of those things, those rebounds, MTSU needs to do a better job of capitalizing on it. Kennesaw State needs to do a better job of clearing those rebounds out, taking away those opportunities by MTSU. Landers tries to chip it across for Ogle, play broken up by Ty Johnson. Now Landers across the middle, comes to the near side, where Bannis will send it in deep. Ronson now coming in on the boards along with Porcello. Kieran Ogle can come away with it, takes a shot.
Oh, these shots are going high and wide, what I've noticed.
Yeah. Couldn't tell if it was high or if it was blocked. But I think you're right. I think it went high. Schenk, shot taken, goes in looking for the redirect. Palmer gets a stick on it. Now back to Schenk. Schenk takes a shot, goes wide. MTSU smelling blood in the water right now.
Great looks. There
And
it is.
Schenker
Schenker.
picks it up from the blue line, and Schenk, I said MTSU smelling blood in the water. And it's just one of those things that you could see the legs getting tired on the Kennesaw State legs, and that line, those lines that were out there, MTSU taking advantage, and Jacob Schenk picking up goal number 6 for the MTSU Blue Raiders.
It's been a defensive story today for the Blue Raiders on really the offensive side and defensive side. The defensemen have really been doing their part. We haven't really seen a lot of offense from the defensemen this year. It's good to see them step up like they have been today.
And a testament to that when you look at the shots on the scoreboard through 2 periods practically. Oh, my goodness.
Great
and a
play.
Nice, and it got through? Are you kidding me?
Dunner got a great piece of it. It just snuck past him.
Oh, my goodness. What a shame for Dunner. But, man, nice little quick no-look pass by Lyndon Palmer over to Matt Siciliano. And Siciliano with that super quick release finds a 5-hole, dribbles in, and MTSU on top 7-0.
It's just relentless. And Coach JJ talked about it in the locker room. Don't get lenient. Run the score if you have to. We don't want anything crazy to happen. There's been crazy things that have happened in college hockey that we've seen this year and in previous years. And he just wants to keep the foot on the gas, and the Blue Raiders have been doing a great job of that so far. Great save.
Puck bouncing around down there. Boy, lots of good scoring opportunities. Just can't find the back of the net there. Good work there by Dunn. Siciliano sends it across. Shot taken by Lima. deflected over into the near side, or
Power
far side.
No,
And now a
no.
shot as Siciliano going to drop that back for Yuli Lima, and Lima going to pick up hat trick. And goal number 3.
Coming right down the slot. Beautiful feed.
Boy, when he decided to get busy.
I think that if this was a fight, they'd stop it.
We got a hat thrown by John Williams, of course, none other.
3 goals in less than 2 minutes.
Crazy offensive pressure here from MTSU, and you know, in the ACHA, goal differential does matter when it comes to these rankings and stuff like that. And unfortunately, it's one of those where you got the foot on the gas, you got to keep it there. So
yeah,
that was Jacob Shank's first goal of the year. Yuli Lima's first 3 of the year. We're seeing a lot of guys step up that haven't been on the score sheet necessarily, but been playing great hockey year round. So it's good to see them get rewarded.
It is.
you were talking about the right thing, but I wish you had the camera on John Williams trying to get his hat back from they were tossing it up to him, trying to grab it. Made me think of George Costanza trying to get the schnitzer rye from Jerry Seinfeld as he's trying to throw it up to him.
That's probably my second favorite show. I like it more than Friends. I've always argued Seinfeld is better than Friends.
I
know
agree with you. Friends has great writing, but
it does. Yeah. I can't get enough of Seinfeld.
My girlfriend's not going to watch this, so yes, I agree. Friends is not as good.
Seinfeld's just awesome.
Folks, it's come to this. You know, you wonder when Kennesaw comes calling on the Blue Raiders in a couple of weeks, how this game will affect them.
You know, thinking about it, MTSU actually having, oh my goodness gracious. That was a big hit by Aiden Suss on Will Costin, but boy, the toughness of Will Costin, because he took a beating and immediately right up and right back into the play. But this Kennesaw State team had about 2 or 3 hours more rest than MTSU did. But, you know, there's a short turnaround for both teams.
Mm-hmm.
So you wonder, you know, if you have full rest, how things.
Well, so Kennesaw State actually played against Georgia Friday night. So this is
that
their
is true.
third game in 3 days.
Yeah, that is true, yeah.
So rest actually goes in favor of the Blue Raiders here, where 3 games in 3 days, that's a rough thing to do in college hockey.
And if I remember right, I believe Kennesaw State gave Georgia everything they wanted in that game.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Kennesaw State was able to hold in there for the first 2 periods. I believe it was only 4-2 after 2, but Georgia ended up just kind of keeping the pedal to the metal in the third period. But yeah, 3 games in 3 days is no easy ask.
That's hard.
Absolutely. And like I said, with a short turnaround as Rosa's shot.
Speaking of future games, next week, Blue Raiders back at home will be on the road with Vanderbilt.
Technically on the road, yes.
Down in Bellevue. And they lost to Auburn last night 6-2.
Always a great crosstown rivalry between MTSU and Vanderbilt.
It's always a fun time.
Absolutely.
Especially if we win.
The only time I'm not a Vanderbilt fan.
Great play.
Mums with the backhand shot. Good save there by Dunn.
Those games are Friday, Saturday, I believe.
Believe that is right. At the Bellevue Ice Center. Bellevue Ford Ice Center. Bring those to you on Penalty Box Radio, as we traditionally do. As we hit the 1 minute mark here, second period. Shot taken, and Schenk going to pick up number 2. Boy, Schenk just running the top of the slot, just coming in with an amazingly fast release. And Jacob Schenk picks up his second goal of the day.
I'll say Schenk is in practice looked, I don't know what's happened. He's always been a great hockey player. There's been something recently in practice. He's been on another level. He's been dangling people, sniping, and we saw it there. It just translated into a game, bar down.
And Schenk, one of those quiet kids on the team up to this point. He just goes out and just does his defensive duty. Not flashy, not showy, doesn't put a whole lot of physicality out there, but just executes his duties exceptionally well. Just today decided he wanted to get on the score sheet, I guess. Papanetti still working the puck down off the boards.
Ooh.
Bashkin comes in and takes out his own player. And Nolte not real happy with it and tried to grab Papanetti's skate.
Papanetti kind of gave him a stiff arm there, a little Derrick Henry.
I don't think I want to be on the end of either stiff arm. Up for Asa Rogers.
Take a shot.
Rogers got Myers going with him. And that's going to be the end of the second period. MTSU, big period. A little quiet there through the first half of that period. Had one goal scored by Kieran Ogle at 8:53, and then the floodgates open at 6:22. Jacob Schenk, 16:47. Matt Siciliano, 18:05. Yuli Lima with the hat trick, and at 19:09, Jacob Schenk picks up his second. And so far, first and second period completely lopsided. Dunner coming off the ice, getting a pat on the back from his backup goaltender, Alex Webb, and you know, he needs to get a pat on the back. He has played exceptionally well, and I do not want to take a thing away from the Kennesaw State Owls. They've been pesky as pesky can be.
They really have.
I think when it comes down to it, it's just exactly the point that Zach brought up. In game 3, and
it's tough.
Well, you know, I'm assuming they played Friday night, so
Probably.
You're less than 48 hours in, and you're playing your third hockey game. The legs just have to be going away.
They have to, and you know, you got to feel for him. And Dunner's doing everything he can. I think the players are doing really all they can up until this point. I mean, it's you can just tell it's getting to them. This game 3, you got to feel for them. It's tough playing 3 games in 3 days. That's never easy.
Absolutely, but they have one more period to come out and see if they can figure out the defensive groupings of MTSU and see if they can undress goaltender Aiden Kopak and salvage a little bit of pride here in this third period coming up. We're going to take a break as we have about 12 minutes remaining. Be back for more College Hockey South Veterans Cup action right here on the College Hockey South YouTube channel in about 12 minutes. Go get you a snack. We'll be back here in just a minute. And welcome back to the Huntsville Ice Sports Center. Tried to say the Ford Ice Center, but clearly we're not there. For third period action as the MTSU Blue Raiders coming out of the locker room with a comfortable 9-0 lead. On the heels of a lot of scoring with a lot of guys who have yet to get on the board this season. And good to see that production running all the way around. You know, we talked a little bit about it as a coach for Kennesaw State. What do you say in the locker room other than fellas just got to get out there and just keep at it?
Play for pride.
Yeah, at this point, you know, it is a little bit playing for pride, but, you know, see what you can do. You've obviously not had the game you've wanted up to this point, but this is a chance to really show who you are and what you're made of. Show that you're relentless still. And I'm really expecting to see that from this Kennesaw State team.
Costin with a shot wide. Comes around to the near side as Brendan Ogle. Looking for an opportunity, drops it up. That sounded like one of those cartoon hiccups.
I was going to say, excuse my hiccups this period. It's been
like
bad.
One of those old crows we talked about, Heckle and Jekyll, not too long ago on the.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and a great save there by Aiden Kopech. Good heads-up play, and another shot coming in, another save. As, boy, Reese Legault came in, and then picking up the rebound, Robert Schutt. Two really high-danger shot opportunities, and Aiden Kopech standing up to it. And we talked a little bit about Heckle and Jekyll, and it sounded like one of their hiccups there.
All right.
You don't get that kind of talk on CBS.
No, no.
We talked about it a little bit between periods. How tough is it as a goalie when you've only faced 10 shots to stay focused in the game?
It really can be tough because, you know, you're not necessarily all the way locked in. It's hard to really – that's the main thing is just staying into the game and really locked in. Because when the puck comes down there, you got to lock in so quick. You don't really have much time to react. You're not really thinking about it. But Kopech's really done a good job of that so far today. It's kind of like the equivalent of, like, if you're going in, if your goalie gets hurt or he's not playing well and you go in cold, you're not really expecting to go in. It's kind of like the same thing. You don't have much time to stretch or whatnot. Get your mind right.
On the Hockey Mouth, College Hockey Mouth interview that they talked a little bit about Aiden Kopech in the CHS championship game against South Florida, and facing about 30 shots there in that last period, and it does seem to be a lot easier to be dialed in.
Yeah, definitely so.
They also gave him a hard time about being done after he got done going back to the bench while the team was celebrating, going to the bench and yakking in the garbage can.
I think that might have to do with the fact I think he went through that game. I think he went through like 4 liquid IV packets or something. I remember I took a swig of his water because I don't know, I just needed a drink of water, and it was not water. It was like,
oh my
play.
Goodness, and Palmer feeds
Kieran Ogle.
I believe that was Kieran Ogle, exactly. And Kieran Ogle with a great goal and a good look. And again, we talked a little bit about the selfless play and the way that they've been moving pucks, and that was a great example of that. Kieran Ogle just coming in, crashing the net. A great scoring opportunity, and Kieran Ogle picks up his he picked up his hat trick.
I was going to say, I thought that was his third.
John Williams doesn't care about that.
Yeah, clearly not.
What a homer. Just defense and goalies, all he cares about. I believe John's listening in to us, but it's on a delay, so I'll wait to see if he looks up here at us.
He's either listening to us or football.
I think football.
Probably.
He was listening to us at one point. I don't know.
Yeah, he was tuned in and commented on the feed. Bannis, turnaround shot taken. Ogle going to pick it up off the boards. I think he would have heard it by now. Clearly not listening to us. Kieran Ogle.
Oh, my goodness.
Trying to get number 4.
Oh,
my goodness
How did
sakes.
that even go in?
What in the world was that? Who?
It was Dono.
Donovan Yesdak, who just picked it up and just kind of, I may have banked that off.
Shoveled it somehow. I don't know.
Either he shoveled it just right past the pipe, or he banked it off the back of Dunn. And Dunn, bless his heart, he just seems completely dejected at this point, and rightfully so.
I'm not sure why they didn't put in the other goalie, and not anything towards Dunn. It's just, as a goalie, you kind of just it almost ruins your confidence a little bit. Like, you're not a bad goalie. This probably really isn't all your fault. I would have pulled him maybe after the 5th or 6th just to kind of not get his mind in such a bad place.
This isn't his fault in
No,
the slightest.
Exactly.
No. And sometimes you do that and it just resets the team.
Exactly. Right.
It's nothing against the goaltender themselves. It's just an opportunity to reset some things.
So I'm really surprised that they didn't make that move, but
But their goalie would have played last night. So he would have been pretty tired, you have to think.
I think Dunn played last night.
Oh, Dunn played last night. Okay, well, there's another.
So I'm like, that's why I'm just a little confused.
I don't know. I'm wondering if he's played Friday as well. Because that'd be 3 days.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm always in awe with goalies that go 2 games in a row.
Couldn't
To go
imagine
3 in a row.
playing
I've only, we saw that happen one time in College Hockey South playoffs where Aiden went all 3 games in the College Hockey South playoffs last year, but
and that's just puking in a bucket at the end of the game.
That's asking a lot for anybody.
It is. Yeah, that's just crazy.
I'm going to be interested to see how this Kennesaw State team looks in a couple weeks here whenever we play again. They're taking on Alabama next week, who they played last night, as we know, and won. See how they can reset against Alabama, try to get a couple more wins, and then come to Nashville fresh and look for a better outcome.
Reese Legault with a shot. Comes off the boards and then bounces in. Good save there. And frozen by Aiden Kopak. 15-10 remaining third period. 11-0 your score.
Ooh.
Big face-off win. As Keenan Rosas going to drop it down for DeMumbrum. DeMumbrum up high. Tries to hit Suss. Suss with a one-timer. Can't get it to settle down. And now we go the other direction. Costin backhands a shot in. Knocked down there by Kravis.
That's okay. Never mind.
Rats chicken winging a.
It's save.
Oh my goodness! And probably the best scoring opportunity they're going to have all game, and goes wide off of Kravis's backhand. Just kind of unfortunately, the story of the night or the afternoon for the Kennesaw Owls. And MTSU still keeping the gas on. I think it's not certainly not the same situation, but it takes me back to last season.
Whoa, what happened?
I did not see what happened.
I didn't either. Is that Shank?
And it looked like Shank got taken down, and icing going to be whistled.
What in the world? Let's see if I can find that real quick.
Tommy Chunchikov giving the official, not giving him anything, just skating right with him and keeping up with it. The official's going to sit around and talk about it. I'm not sure anything's going to happen. They're not. Just maybe saying, let's check this out. But it makes me think of last season we had the University of Alabama Birmingham that came to MTSU, and UAB, one of those teams that have been perfect to be in the ACDC. They may be this year. I can't remember. They are, yeah. And it was just a complete mismatch from the beginning. Goodness gracious. Ronson coming out.
Wow.
Turning on the, oh my goodness, turning on the afterburners. Good play there by Aiden Kopak. And then Shank comes over and puts a big body into Ronson. Shot taken by Siciliano and saved by Dunn. But going back talking about UAB, it's one of those that we were up, I think, 27-2 at one point, and they only had one goaltender, and he got hurt, and they decided to play the rest of the game without a goaltender.
Yep.
And, we just trying to be respectful, just pretty much just kind of played keep away. And the coach was really, really upset with us because we didn't keep the gas on.
Was he really?
Oh,
I didn't
yes,
hear about that.
He was very upset about that.
I did not hear about that.
Thought it was disrespectful.
Dude.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been 50-0,
Yeah,
50-2 by the end of that game.
Felt bad just it being 27.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Next time we'll make it 50. Fine.
Yeah, you know, and I think we pulled the we called the dogs off in the third period of the last game, and kind of got JJ got kind of the same earful.
That's wild.
So you don't. The intention is never to run the score up here, but it's also
Respect.
But it's also opportunities to test things, and try things differently at this point.
And you want to. You don't want to necessarily run up the score, but goal differential is a big thing for sure, and especially when you're playing a D3 versus D3 team, it goes against your rankings. So obviously, goal differential helps, but you don't want to discourage. That's not really the point of any of this.
So Owen Foster can get whistled for a trip.
He's going to get some rest.
Just their second penalty of the game.
It's been a pretty clean game.
It really has, and we talked about the physicality of this Kennesaw Owls squad from what we saw against Alabama, and fully expected it to be, a lot more physical game, which typically leads to more penalties and things. But
it may due to the fact that they don't have all their legs. It's their third game. They're not really flying around like they may have been if this is their first game or second game. They're not as fresh.
Yeah. Shot from Palmer. Comes in from the top of the circle, and nice save by Dunn.
And the Blue Raiders scoring those goals quickly in the first period.
Certainly set the tone. DeMumbrum up the middle for Ogle.
Great
Ogle
save.
takes a shot. Nice save by Dunn. Out of position, but now has time to get back in as DeMumbrum sends it down Palmer. Palmer takes a shot. Good save there by Dunn. And the puck cleared out with a minute 17 remaining to the penalty on Foster. Siciliano turning on the afterburners.
Ooh.
Skates in. Big toe drag comes up. Drops it back.
That would have been beautiful. Uh-oh.
Ogle tries to send it over for DeMumbrum. Play broken up. Now Ogle going to get a clean entry in. DeMumbrum skating in deep. MTSU getting a few fresh legs.
It's always a part of the game, especially with it 11-0, where you don't want to develop bad habits.
Right. Just kind of want to maybe fine tune some things, because this is still a game, so you want to make sure you're game ready for everything, but maybe just try some things out.
And these are games where you can either do that, work hard and try and develop good habits and try new things, or you can really create bad habits for both sides.
Right.
Aiden Kopech sweeping that in, and the shooter for Kennesaw, that number 39, David Bannister, skating in on Kopech as he was holding it, which is what he's supposed to do. But Kopech kind of aggressively coming over and
noticed that,
getting right up in his line, almost challenging him.
Well, he hadn't had much to do.
Yeah. Just they are up to 18 shots so far. So 8 shots through 10 minutes, almost 10 minutes of this third period. This time will expire to the penalty on Foster, and we're back to even strength. Good penalty kill for the Kennesaw State Owls.
They're still out there playing hard, though.
Both sides, yeah. I love to see that. Obviously we talk about not letting your foot off the gas, but I like to see Kennesaw State still bringing that pressure. They're not really letting up too much this period. And honestly, they've put a lot of pressure on this period.
Good pad save by Dunn. Jackson Taylor thinking that we look like the Globetrotters with the amount of passing we've been doing.
And the uniforms, too, a little bit.
And get Lynn to whistle a little sweet Georgia Brown for us. Causton sends a puck into the neutral zone. Schenk sweeps it right back in deep. Picked up by Porcello. Porcello sends it over for Causton. Comes up top, Schenk throws it in deep, pad save. Kieran Ogle trying to get the deflection, couldn't get a stick on it. Now the Owls wanting to go the other direction. Pass knocked down by Ogle. Brother Brendan skating in, sends it up top, looking for Banas. And now Legault. And that's one thing I will have to credit MTSU, as that puck came in high, hit Aiden right in the face, shook it off and covered it up. But one thing that MTSU has really done well is just clog up lanes and getting sticks in there, not really allowing clean entries in.
They've really been doing that the past few games. I've noticed that, and you know, when the puck does enter the zone and the other team gets a little bit of pressure, the defense has been making it super easy on both Aiden and I to see the puck when the shot comes, and it's just been, they've been really doing their job as of recent, and I can't appreciate how much they've been doing for the team, especially tonight, even showing up on the scoreboard.
Drew Myers going to send the puck in. Picked up by Ty Johnston. Johnston going to skate up the middle. Comes to the near side, drops it back for Causton. Landers dislodges the puck from Causton, drops it back for Rogers. Back for Myers. Myers with a high body. Comes back for Lima. Lima skates it in, takes a shot, bounces around. Good rebound opportunity by Rogers, but saved and sent around to the far side. Comes back deep.
Surely hope that stick's not
and that's
broken
going to
for
be.
Yulee. Uh-oh.
That's going to be a.
Oh, what the?
I don't know what happened there, but Drew Myers taking
what in the world?
A shot from the young man who's going to the box for boarding Landers. He pushed Landers right in the back, right into the boards.
I think Myers just like shoved one of their players, and it didn't go over very well apparently. Not too happy about that are the Owls.
So we'll see how this is going to play itself out. Causton going to go to the box. And now we're getting more.
Rogers into it now.
And Asa Rogers not one who's usually willing to let things go. Smitty, not usually one of the calmer heads out there on the ice, pulling Myers out of it. Rogers staying with it. Rogers going to go and grab two for MTSU. I have a feeling I'm seeing Rogers going to be shown the door.
He probably worked himself into that one.
As is the Kennesaw State player. I didn't see who that was.
Not too sure.
Well, I wouldn't send them out the same door.
You know what? Usually once you come off of the ice, it's over. In most cases, it's
true.
Kind of crazy. But if something happens if something were to happen in the hallway back there, then I believe the league would get involved, and
for sure, I think
they would be spending a few games.
We don't need anything like that.
No. Surely both sides are smart enough to know that.
Now that makes me wonder, with them getting sent off, if that was just a 10-minute misconduct, it should be okay.
It didn't look like anything too crazy.
Yeah, I'd have to think that just a 10-minute misconduct and go to the showers and let's not do this anymore. I don't think it would have been a game. If it'd been a game, then they will be suspended for the next games because it was within 10 minutes of the third period.
Unless something, really bad was said, maybe. I think probably just a 10-minute misconduct, no game.
Yeah.
The referee's going over to explain the details to Kennesaw State coach.
And you hate to see that. You know, the whole penalty on Costin as he pushed Landers into the board, it's just a pure frustration thing. And you have to control your emotions. And that's a dangerous play where if Landers goes into the boards wrong, it could end up hurting him.
We're going to go 4-on-4 here.
Yeah, I don't understand how that is.
Yeah, I'm not.
5-on-4.
Is it? Oh, I see him. Yeah, I didn't see that guy.
Oh, yeah, hanging right out on the boards.
Landers. Didn't see you, Landers.
He's hiding.
So, don't know what that'll be on Rogers. Not going to expect too much. They may do a penalty call, and we'll try to listen in and see.
Save.
Yeah, rebound shot there, or a redirect shot there by Lima, and it was a nice save by Dunn.
He's made some really good reactionary saves today. I don't want to say tonight. I don't want to jump the gun too early. Sorry, guys.
It's typical for us to be playing at nighttime. Seems a bit weird. It's probably getting dark out.
It's about 3.
Yeah, 3. No, it's not getting dark yet. Up top for Yasnak. Dropping it down for Landers. Landers going to circle back around, back up top for Dono. Dono shot. Pad save, deflected over to the far side. MTSU retains possession as Kieran Ogle drops it back. Lima behind the net. Play broken up. Clearing attempt made there by Rose. And going to be knocked loose by Scott. Boy, and Aiden Kopak coming way out of goal. Kind of makes a coach cringe just a little bit. Now we're going to get a penalty.
There he goes, too. Attaboy.
And Shutt going to get 2.
It may be headed to the locker room, too.
Yeah, that'll be. Yeah. And they're mouthing at each other coming in, and things getting a little bit chippy now.
You know, I never understand. I get your emotions sometimes get the best of you, but you just drew a penalty.
Yeah.
Like and the ref's going to call that. You slashed his hand. They're going to call that every time. So now it's back to, whatever you call it, power play for the Blue Raiders, and it would have been even strength 4-on-4.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's 4-on-3.
And then you would have had a power play after a minute 11.
Is it full? We got 5 out there?
I would imagine it'd be 4-on-3.
Surely.
Probably just offsetting them 2 apiece, I'd assume.
Yeah, but one happened during play and the second was after play.
Yeah,
so you would have to take the player off the other one, but they're going to have them coincidental.
Whatever.
Okay.
Still a power play at the end of the day.
Yep.
Let's just get the 7 minutes over with.
So they get 2, and they'll get to come out after 2 minutes and the next stoppage. Siciliano drops it over for Palmer. Palmer takes a shot, and Palmer pops the net.
That's just a good play, and that's just what that line can do.
Goal at 12 minutes and 56 seconds. Number 12 for MTSU. And the second power play goal of the night for the Blue Raiders.
Back to 5-on-5, I believe. Here we go again.
Oh, off the pipe.
And the R5-on-5, exactly.
Now we got a whistle.
Another penalty? Oh, they're calling us cage.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever actually seen that get called. I don't think it's a penalty. I think they'll just have him go to the bench.
Yeah, have to get that fixed before he can come back out. Just a safety issue.
Yeah, it happens.
I'd just assume that line stay over there.
Yeah.
Six minutes, 42 seconds remaining. I didn't get a penalty time, so we'll watch to see when the 2 lovebirds from the penalty boxes get to be released. Nolte takes a shot. Deflected by Suss. Back down to the wing. Up on the board. Suss putting a body on. Now Papinetti. Chipping it up for Landers. Landers going to kick it in deep and give chase. Alvarez sweeps it around near side with Papinetti. Sends it across looking for Landers. Off the boards where Ratliff will toss it down low. Papinetti picking it up, sending it up the middle.
Whoops. Nobody home.
Yeah, and kind of everybody was kind of looking at it like, I thought you were going to get it.
Like that play.
And, boy, and that just, I do not know how that did not hit one of the rafters.
Yeah, that was insane.
I kind of thought it was going to hit the
Disco
mirror
ball.
Yeah. Boy, and we're starting to see a little bit of head hunting from this Kennesaw Owls crew.
I think they're letting their emotions get the best of them a little bit.
And bless his heart, Landers probably has a little bit of a target on his back because of his size.
Maybe a little bit.
Blue Raiders with 61 shots.
Goodness.
That's the same as your golf score, Mr. Palmer. 61.
You're talking about on the front nine?
Exactly.
Our other two guys saw me playing in the MTSU golf scramble, and I think they'll probably attest to that.
I was working I don't even remember, closest to the pin. So I was just dreading the heat all day. That was a hot day, man.
It really was
My
a hot day.
It was a fun day. That was a fun event, though. Good turnout. Hope we can do it again next year, years to come.
Never heard final numbers about what it raised, but I know it was good and it was a good day.
Yeah, it was good. I don't remember.
We raised about 7,000, I believe.
Wow.
That's very nice.
Awesome.
For the inaugural year, last year did 3.
Yeah.
I know it was 7,000 this year. Just hopefully it'll keep burning. Lynn and I played a golf tournament for Cumberland baseball, and they netted $90,000 from that tournament.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
They had a lot of corporate sponsors.
That'll do it. That's still insane, though. $90,000.
And I tell you what, they were both great tournaments. I really enjoyed playing both of those. Chunchikov, and a pullback, drops it over for Siciliano. Siciliano tries to send it forward. Myers getting a little bit of a wash and pushed into the netting.
I think next year for our golf scramble, we do it at Go Fun USA Park.
Oh, there we go. What about Golf Galaxy?
Let's make it happen. Let's keep it in Murfreesboro.
You know, Golf Galaxy's a store.
Do they not have a little putt area?
Galaxy.
Well, they have a.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking.
Glow
Galaxy.
Galaxy.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Sorry.
I'm about to say they have a little putting area to try putters, but that's about it.
We're not golfing.
Glow Galaxy. Golf. That's where Demumbrum works. Golf Galaxy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Myers.
Oh. Myers staying with it, throwing it back around. Myers going to get waylaid
The net came off.
by Nolte. Yeah, the net came off. I wondered if they were getting ready to call Nolte for a penalty because he just absolutely laid Myers out. But let this stand as an opportunity for those of you who enjoy golf. If you love to play golf, get you a team together and come out and play in the MTSU Scramble next summer. It's a great time. The guys put on a great event, and we had a lot of fun, helped raise some money for the MTSU squad.
Helps us be here and be at cool tournaments, and helps this program run, so we appreciate all of it. Gave out some cool prizes, too.
Yeah. I know the winners came away with 4 custom jerseys.
Yeah. Well, we can definitely do that again, thanks to Verbero.
Yeah.
I think the losers even came away with some prizes, too.
Yeah, Cam got a cup.
Uh-oh.
And John Ronson tries to go forehand, backhand. Good kick save there by Aiden Kopech. Puck coming over to the near side where Myers will kick it out. Ronson going to send it across. Hits Souza. Lima chips it up. Shot taken by Chunchikov. Comes around to the near side where Lima will skate the blue line. Kicked in deep. You know, I haven't noticed there's a kid that's on this team that was on the very first TPH team that Linden ever was invited to be a part of when he was 6, and number 90 is Sebastian Zamborski.
Oh.
And I remember.
Brady, I told you about Zamborski earlier.
You did?
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Oh,
you gotta be
man.
kidding me. He can't buy one. I feel so.
Oh.
He can't buy one.
I was just sitting there thinking about that which cannot be said, and Aiden Kopech ready to shoot himself in the head now as goal.
Oh, man.
I believe scored. See if I can get a number here. Number 19.
That's a nice shot, too.
Ashton Nolte.
It's a good shot. Ah.
Right
If you
place.
did tell me about Zamborski, I don't remember it. But
Zamborski's not with the team right now, but hopefully he'll be back for the next semester.
Is that's what you were talking
Yeah.
about? Oh, well, you told me, but you didn't tell me they're
I didn't know you knew Zamborski.
Yeah.
Zam, if you're watching, what's up? Love you, buddy. Hope to see you soon.
His dad and I spent a lot of time together on running around Detroit and hanging out. Rado's a super nice guy.
Yeah. So we got to play with Zam on the Spartans, and phenomenal guy. And,
Yeah.
Hope to see him at the rink here soon.
So funny. You were talking about, I was completely blank. I'm like, no, you didn't.
I didn't realize any reason why you would know him. So.
Well, it just goes to show you how small the community can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, even with this Kennesaw State team, me and Grant, we've played with Dunn here, and we played with Alvarez, a defenseman, number 42 as well, and Zamborski, and there's guys all over the place that everybody's played with at some point in time, and it's cool getting to come play in college hockey and get to play with each other again.
It's kind of crazy that there's 3 Spartans on the Owls. I mean, I guess they all are from Georgia, but still a little crazy to me.
Schenk with a shot. Bench getting a little crazy over here.
There's a reason.
Got a $1.12. And make that a $1.11 on the game clock here. And puck going to come back out into the neutral, into the neutral zone. We'll take the face off from the center dot. Kieran Ogle going to step in against James Kravis. We're lined up and ready to go. Face-off win. I don't know who's going to get credit for that one. I guess finally we just got possession over there. Maybe MTSU. Now Ogle. Got Rosas coming with him. And a shot taken, saved, and then frozen.
Clock again.
Yeah, don't put no more back on it.
Yeah, the official's going to be happy to leave the clock where it's at. So we'll take it down to 49 seconds.
Wait.
Kyle Nell, CHS commissioner, down in the scorer's box with his son Theo, who apparently had a long night. Theo was passed out. He was standing up and leaning over into a chair when I went down. He came up to get us set up and get us logged into the CHS YouTube servers. And Theo's still looking like he's a little sleepy. Really appreciate all the great things that Kyle Nell does for college hockey.
Oh!
And MTSU going to get that goal back.
on the 67th shot, too. And
oh, my goodness.
that's why everybody on the bench is probably going a little crazy.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of 6-7 stuff going on. I told you not to do that.
I
now
didn't
the whole
do
team is. Now the whole team is. Was that Keenan Rosas with that
it
goal?
Was,
I believe that was, yeah.
Just when I think our team's getting more mature. I'm down every
We
time.
are still 13 years old.
And they're just going to let
Run out the clock.
run.
And that's the right thing to do. MTSU going to come away with a 13-1 victory and will be named the champions of the College Hockey South Veterans Cup for the first time in program history. I mentioned it before that the very first regular season tournament we came to when my son was 6 was right here on this rink and saw them win a championship. The very last tournament that they will play in the regular season right here and see him win a championship. So it all comes full circle. Pretty nifty opportunity.
For all our Blue Raider fans, don't forget next weekend, Blue Raiders back in action against the Vandy Commodores. Be at the Fordyce Center out in Bellevue on Friday night and Saturday.
Trying to talk to Zach Giblin and get him to go on down with the team. He needs to be down there with his team, and so I will do what I can to operate the camera throughout the College Hockey South Veterans Day Cup trophy presentation here.
Good weekend for the Blue Raiders and also for Kennesaw to get to this final game.
Absolutely.
Thought they played well last night, and Blue Raiders came out and scored early and often and really put this one away.
And it's one of those things that, the lopsided score really doesn't represent Kennesaw State in the way that I think that they should have been represented. They were just a fantastic hockey club, ranked 24th in the nation at this point. And we talked a little bit about it with them playing on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. That you know that they've got to be tired.
Yep.
So the MVP of the tournament going to be named Kieran Ogle, and he'll get a military-themed jersey. And well-deserved honor for Kieran. Had a great weekend. And now Lyndon Palmer, team captain, going to step up. Photo opportunity with Kyle Nell.
Yeah.
And then an opportunity to raise that trophy and celebration with your MTSU Blue Raiders.
Commissioner going through the Kennesaw lineup, congratulating all of their players. Nice gesture.
And the team going to come to center ice to make their team photo here. Want to give them congratulations. Pretty good team effort down there. And really proud for these young men and everything that they have accomplished so far this year. And it's just the start as they start putting their sights on the College Hockey South Tournament, which will be down in Fort Lauderdale in February. And then Nationals, which will be in
St. Louis.
St. Louis in March, I believe that it is. And now we're going to get a little silly here, which is what you just got to do, and a great moment for these young men.
Well, it's kind of nice to see the team come together and play as a unit as they did here this weekend. And hopefully they build off of this and continue to grow, and look forward to next weekend's matchup with the Vanderbilt Commodores.
Looking at numbers here, Kieran Ogle with a goal and an assist in last night's game, and then a hat trick and an assist tonight. So that's 6 points on the weekend. Pretty strong showing for Kieran. I'm looking, I don't know that anybody else has put up those kind of numbers. I've got a couple with 5 points. And yeah, Lyndon Palmer had 5 points. Matt Siciliano had 5 points. Yuli Lima had 4 tonight. And but you know, more than anything, just the all the numbers and names that are on the score sheet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 12 goals, or there were 7 players that scored those 12 goals, and quite a few assists in there, and I don't have all of them, so I'm just not able to really come up with all the numbers and such. But you know, just a great team effort for the MTSU Blue Raiders, and pretty excited for how they did today.
Yeah, a great tournament put on here in Huntsville called the Veterans Cup, and let us remember the veterans one last time. We salute them. They're the real story here, that they have paid the price for us to enjoy the freedom of a hockey game, our everyday lives, and we certainly appreciate each and every one of our veterans and the families, the sacrifices that they have made, and this is what it's all about. Tomorrow's your day, so we take our hats off to you and we say God bless you, and our prayers go with you and all of your family.
Could not have said it any better, and so we will wrap it up with that. For Lynn Bogle, Zach Giblin, Grant Williams, I'm Brady Palmer with College Hockey South. Wishing you a good evening. God bless, and y'all always have great hockey.